This is 英会話 This is 英会話 Hello, this is 英会話 Kira here, and today I have a list of questions from the staff at This is 英会話, so I'd like to answer them. Let's go ahead and get started. What sports do you like? As far as watching sports, I'm not really a typical American in the way of watching sports. I don't really watch any sports. As far as playing sports, I really like tennis. So I do enjoy playing tennis at least once a week. And there's a lot of beautiful places to play. And then I also really like hiking and climbing. What 3 songs do you like? This is a tough one because I love music. Well, right now, I've been on a Cardi B kick. Okay, let's just say Cardi B. I've been listening to her music a lot. I really like her song, I like it, like that. Okay, what else? I really like R&B. So I like this artist, Jay Howell. He has a cool song called Deserve. And let's see what else I like at the moment. I really like that song, Big Energy by Latto and Mariah Carey. So those are 3 songs that I like. They're fun. Okay, where are you from? I grew up in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I was born in Kailua, Oahu, Hawaii. My parents got divorced, and then I traveled around the world with my mom until the age of 6. That's when we settled in the US again. She got remarried, and that's where she grew up, was in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So she wanted us to be around our grandparents growing up, and so I grew up there. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I grew up with 2 sisters on my mom's side, so they're 8 and 12 years younger than me. So I do have 2 sisters on that side that I grew up with, as well as on my dad's side, I have 2 sisters and a brother. What were you like as a kid? Well, I was actually pretty quiet as a kid. I ended up getting more outgoing as I got older, I would say starting in high school. But I was very quiet. The funny part about me was that I enjoyed dancing, and I grew up in my family's dance studio. And whenever I got on stage, I would just light up and be just such a ham. And people were so surprised because of how reserved I was. But when I got on stage, I was a different person. What are your strengths? Well, I am a good communicator. And I'm good at expressing myself and helping getting the message across to anybody. What foods do you like? Food, another one of my passions. I absolutely love food. I like a really good pasta. I like meat, so like a really good steak. I love ribeye cut or a ribeye cap. So good. I don't really like cooking steak, so I like to go out for steak, but yeah, pasta, steak, things like that. How often do you eat out? I eat out probably at least once a day, whether it's coffee and a snack, or I rarely go out for dinner though. I would say mostly breakfast or lunch I will go out to eat, because I'm at home and I'm just like, I don't want to cook for those meals, but I really enjoy cooking, and I will cook a big dinner for everybody, but I eat out probably once a day at least. Are you careful about what you eat? I actually get this question a lot because I am very much into health and wellness, and I'm very fit, and I even teach fitness. I pay attention to what my body tells me that it wants to eat, and I eat that. What movie do you like? What's it about? This is hard because, again, there are a lot of movies. What I just watched recently was the Harry Potter series. And when I first watched the Harry Potter series, I didn't like it because I had read the books, and the books were so good. The movies they didn't measure up at all. But I just watched the whole series, and I think they're just really beautiful, fantastical stories. So I really enjoyed the Harry Potter series. What news are you interested in? I don't really watch a lot of news. I definitely don't watch the normal news stations because I think they're very biased, and I do subscribe to some newsletters where it'll give me some updates on what's happening in the business world, who's taking over what corporation, what's happening in the market, and then I follow New York Times for current events. I would say the gun violence and gun rights is a huge topic in America right now. So I'm watching that. I guess I'm interested in seeing how that unfolds because there's just been so much gun violence and so many deaths and school shootings. So interested in seeing how we evolve in our gun rights. What did you do yesterday? Can you give your daily schedule from yesterday? Okay, yesterday was actually a more quiet, chill day for me. So I woke up, got ready, got the kids ready, gave them breakfast, made their lunches. I drove them to school. Then I went to the health club that I work at and I taught a fitness class. I came home, I showered, I did some laundry, and then I did some things on social media. Then I picked up the kids from school. And then I made dinner. We made steak and salad. I folded laundry. And we all sat down and watched Jurassic World, which I didn't really like that movie, but cuddled with the kids. So it was a pretty boring but relaxing day. Not every day is quiet, so I enjoy those days. What's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning? The first thing I do is I wake the kids up because they are not morning people and they need time to get up and wake up to start getting ready for school. So that's the first thing I do when I wake up. What do you do on your days off? On my days off, I like to spend most of the day doing nothing. But I'll usually find something fun to do with the kids, go on a hike, or I'll kick them outside and say, go play outside, and I'll stay inside and read a little bit. Or I'll make plans to go do an adventure, go to the pool or go to the lake or something like that. Do you have any bad habits? Yes, I do. I bite my nails, and it's a habit that I've had since I was younger, and I've been trying to get rid of it ever since, and still do it. What actor do you like? I really like Jason Momoa. He is just so hot. He is just so attractive, and he's like in all these different movies, Aquaman, like he has such a range of characters. But yeah, I like him. And actress, I like a lot of actresses. Anne Hathaway is somebody I really like. I actually just watched one of her films from like 20 years ago. One of my favorite movies from when I was younger, called The Princess Diaries. It's just a fun movie, and she was really good in it. So Anne Hathaway is definitely one of my favorite actresses. What YouTuber do you like? I don't really like any specific YouTuber. I watch videos at random pretty much, like for something I want to learn or a speech that I want to see, but there's not one YouTuber I really watch. What are your interests? My interests are art. I work in a gallery and I enjoy putting on events. So I have a lot of interests. Dance, music, of course, all that stuff. What do you do when you're with your friends? Okay, so I spend a lot of time with my family, so I can't say I spend a ton of time with friends, but most of the time I will get together with a brunch or a lunch or something like that, and that's how I'll catch up with friends. What did you do last Christmas? Last Christmas, I actually did spend it with my family. I don't always spend Christmas with my family, but we drove to New Mexico. So I'm in Arizona. We drove 6.5 hours east to New Mexico and spent Christmas with my sisters, my two sisters, my mom, my dad, and my grandparents and the kids. It was really quiet, really relaxing, and nice. What do you want to do when you get old? I can't think that far ahead. I don't know. I want to do whatever I want when I'm that age, but I have no idea what I'm going to want when I'm older. What's New York like? So I lived in New York for about a decade. I think everyone should experience New York. I lived in the heart of the city for a couple of years. I lived in Brooklyn, and then I moved across the water to Hoboken, New Jersey, which is still urban like the city, but it's not so packed in and so, busy. So I enjoyed living in New Jersey more than living right in the heart of the city. And then I was able to get into the city every day pretty easily, and also much better for raising kids over there. So, but New York is so much fun. It's grimy and dirty, but you just embrace the griminess and the dirtiness of the city. The fun part is that there's always somewhere new to go out. There's always a different person to meet from different parts of the world. So that's what I enjoyed the most. I never had to go to the same place twice, but there's just fantastic places to go eat, to go out, a lot of underground places and speakeasies. And it's just fun getting lost in New York and just seeing what you find. What country do you want to travel to? Why? Bali has been on my mind, so Indonesia has been on my mind for a while. Thailand, so those are two countries I'd like to visit. Well, today I answered a lot of questions. I hope you had fun. If you want to see any more future content from me or This is Eikaiwa, please let us know in the comments. Well, see you soon. Bye. This is Eikaiwa.
実践的な英会話を短期間で効率よく身につけたい方は、いろんなアメリカ人の生の英会話を学ぶのが一番です。英会話教材 This is 英会話では、アメリカ人約150人の生の英会話を紹介しています。概要欄に紹介していますので、ぜひ見てください。それでは次回をお楽しみに。